Between 1870 and 1900, Fargo grew from a few tents and small frame buildings on the west bank of the Red River to a thriving city of 9,500 people. It survived economic upheavals, a fire which destroyed much of the business district, and a flood which inundated much of the town. Life in Fargo during that period was lively, varied, and sometimes surprisingly sophisticated. During the late 1800s up until about 1890, Fargo served as head of navigation on the Red River. This sketch by William Rogers, which appeared in Harper's Weekly in 1881, depicts typical riverbank activities: an immigrant with his covered wagon, a land agent, a grain elevator, boat building activities, and the steamboat Grandin. The Anson Northrop, first steamboat on the Red River, left Fort Abercrombie bound for Winnipeg in May 1859. By the 1870s, steamers were traveling between Fargo, Moorhead, and Winnipeg on a regular schedule. Passengers and freight arrived in Fargo by rail and continued north on steamboats, barges, or flatboats. The lumber-laden flatboat in the foreground was one of many built here. The flatboat was floated downstream to Winnipeg, with a steersman at the tiller oar, then dried out and used for lumber. In August 1880, a newspaper reported that the Pluck was leaving for Winnipeg with her 18 cabins and 2 staterooms filled, with additional passengers quartered in the deck. Her 2 large barges and 1 lighter barge carried 3 carloads of threshing machines, 2.5 carloads of wagons, 5 carloads of lumber, 1 carload of portable engines, 2 carloads of pork, 1 carload of salt, 1 carload of plows, and 5 carloads of miscellaneous freight. The Grandin elevator, owned by the Grandin Bonanza Farm, stood on the riverbank between Northern Pacific Avenue and the Northern Pacific Tracks. Wheat was moved upriver from the Grandin farms in Trail County on Grandin Line steamers and barges, stored in the elevator, and shipped by rail out to Fargo. By 1890, railroad expansion doomed navigation on the Red, and within a few years, it was a thing of the past.